Did you come here for crafting certification?
Vestige! You're the help the Skald King promised? Suddenly I feel a lot better about our chances. Still, this threat is bigger than King Yoren imagined. The Ice Reach Coven. Witches operating in secret right under the Skald King's voluminous nose. And this isn't just the usual Reach mischief, of that I'm sure. I need to investigate, but I can't do it by myself. Help me locate the Coven and determine their ultimate intentions. Between the two of us, we can cover more ground and figure out the full extent of this threat. As long as the magic Yoren's wizards gave me works as promised, that is. Meet me in Grotwood. The Skald King's scouts spotted members of the Coven near Boar's Run. We'll start there. Meet me near the overlook at the Elden Root Temple. As for the magic, I'll tell you more about that when we're away from prying eyes. King Yoren sent me to look into a sudden barrage of storms in the Sea of Ghosts. At least 2 ships sank beneath the freezing waves. The Ice Reach Coven was responsible. I uncovered evidence suggesting they're planning an attack on the mainland. I'm not exactly sure. That's why we need to investigate. But if they have the ability to summon destructive storms on command, think of the damage they can inflict on towns and cities. Look, are you ready to go, or do you need time to prepare? Keep your voice down. Buildings have ears, especially guild halls. I'll give you all the details when we get where we're going. I chartered a wagon to take us there. Is there anything else you need to know before we head out? Oh, that. Right. I'm not really sure. I remember white light as the Amulet of Kings took me, and then I woke up. I wasn't in Tamriel. I was somewhere else. Somewhere cold. I was home. It felt like home. There was a great longhouse in the fog. It was warm inside. Full of people like me. Warriors. I don't know how long I was there, but eventually I woke up one day and I really was home. In Skyrim. Neither do I. Was I in Sovngarde? Maybe. But then I was back here in Tamriel. I guess there are still a few things that me and my axe need to do. In general, though, I try not to think about it. This is the place. Can't say I know what Reach witches would be doing here. But the Skald King scouts have never sent me on a wild guar chase before. Let's see if the trek out here was worth it. I was getting to that. At Ice Reach, I picked up a couple of the medallions the witches were wearing, for further study by the Skald King's wizards. The wizards determined that magic was infused into the jewelry, but not its purpose. The Skald King's wizards added their own spell to the medallions. We each get one. Here. They're supposed to lead us to magic similar to what's contained in the medallions. Ice Reach magic. Wave it around and see what happens. Don't look at me. It's not like Nords are known for being great mages, so whatever the Skald King's wizards did may not work, or it could explode. Hold up the medallion and see if you can make it work. Thanks to the Skald King's wizards, it should lead us to magic similar to what's contained in the jewelry. Ice Reach magic. Just take it out and give it a try. It actually worked. Follow that trail. I'll take the other one. Find anything? So, find anything that will help us locate the Ice Reach Coven? I was led to a similar site. Damn witches! Whatever game the Ice Reach Coven is playing at, we need to put an end to it. Preferably with multiple swings of my axe. Let me see the note you found. That's no help. Luckily, Yoren's scouts provided a few locations of interest with their last report. Let me mark them on your map. When you reach each location, use the medallion and see where the magic leads. I'll catch up with you shortly. First ice storms, now fire. Keep your guard up. The Coven won't hesitate to kill anyone who gets too close.
Stop! Before you enter this village, a word with you. This is Brackenleaf's forest you're entering. Pick no fights and respect his shrines and you're welcome to stay as long as you like. Otherwise, you'll learn quick enough why they call us Brackenleaf's Briars. He's one of the first trees of Grotwood, or so they say. When Ifrit told the tale that created the world, she planted her words in the ground and there grew Brackenleaf. The Briars protect his art and study the art of the hunt beside his roots. We turn no one away from trying, but it's no easy task. Staunch warriors and adept mages alike have faltered in the quest. You must become a fearsome hunter, willing to give your life to protect Brackenleaf. Our leader Glaris can tell you more. Stop! Before you enter this village, a word with you.
Oh, a Dominion soldier. My friend Feralian has gone missing, and I'm worried he got himself into trouble inside the cave to the north. It's my fault. I was going on and on about a silk dress I saw on a high elf in Elden route the other day. Feralian swore he'd get me the dress. I didn't think he'd venture into a cave full of spiders to do it. I think Feralian hoped to gather their silk to make the dress. Foolish elf. There are stories about a spider the size of a bear and twice as fierce that makes its home there. Oh gods, if something happened to him.
Ha! The hero of Cold Harbour walks among us.
This is Brackenleaf's fault.
yours!
That's all you've got? It'll take more than that to fell Lyra's Titanborn, you bastards! Nothing like a quick battle to get the heart pumping. But I'm surprised we haven't faced more opposition. Coven must be preoccupied. Wasn't expecting to fight vampires, though. Did you find anything interesting at the sites I marked on your map? A blood fiend. You don't usually run into them in this part of the world. Let me see the note. Huh. There's that word again. Lucrative. And what's that about a simple ritual? Sounds like Coven activity to me. Anything else to report? I don't like the look of that. It feels wrong. The Skald King's mages will want to examine it. In the meantime, we need to figure out what the Coven is up to. How do rituals, vampires, and blood fiends figure into their plan? And just one. A note from a merchant named Goharth Ironbelly. Found it on these vampires. Ironbelly is apparently supplying something the Coven requires, but the note doesn't go into details. Says we can find him at a Riften Inn, the Withered Tree. The note said Ironbelly does business at the Withered Tree Inn.
Gonna gut
This
him when
way.
I find him.
Once we spot Ironbelly, we'll follow from a distance until he leads us to the Coven. Ironbelly's note suggested he'd meet with the Coven after he did some business in this inn. When he arrives, don't do anything to alarm him. We want the merchant completely at ease when he leaves to go rendezvous with the witches. Just mill about and try not to draw attention to yourself. Honestly, I'm more comfortable with the direct approach, but we need to play this carefully. Then when he leaves, he can lead us directly to the Coven.
Ah, good lizard. I'll take a pint of your finest ale. And what have we here? You're a strapping lass. Let old Ironbelly buy you a drink or two. What do you say?
Not interested.
Not interested? Goharth Ironbelly never takes no for an answer.
Go away, little man, before I break you.
I beg your pardon. But things will be different after that bitch lives up to her promise. No handouts today. Get lost. You
Will
better
the
not be
High Elves
following
build
me,
our
you
embassy
orca.
even uglier than theirs? But no, this one shouldn't complain.
You again. Get out of here before I call the guards. I'm warning you. Goharth Ironbelly isn't someone to trifle with.
Honest merchants, trust this one.
Never fails. Follow a rat, you wind up in a sewer. Why my sewers always smell so bad? God, when we find Iron Belly, I'm gonna cave in his head for dragging us down here. My armor will never be mistaken for a bed of roses, but sewer stink lingers like Thane Yegi around the meat hall. You followed Iron Belly, I followed you. Come on, let's find that slimy merchant and see what he's doing down here. Thieves and murderers aren't the only scum that inhabit the Ratway. The local Jarl keeps sealing the entrances, but it never stays closed for long. It would make a perfect lair for the Coven. Watch your step and try not to blunder into any traps. No, damn it! Sneaky bastard. He rigged the gate to lock behind him. Look, don't wait for me. Find Iron Belly.
Sometimes a little lie saves a ton of explanation.
Were you followed, Iron Belly?
There was an incident, but I took care of it, Sister Baura.
And have the arrangements I requested been made?
The flyers have been distributed. And your friend with the fangs?
Busy, I'm afraid.
You promised the vampire would turn me! Make good on our deal, or I'll report this to the Jarl!
You will do nothing of the sort. fool outlived his usefulness.
Finally! This place is amazing. Wait, what happened? I hope Ironbelly told you something before you killed him. So what happened? Did you get too close? Did he attack you? Damn! That must have been one of the Ice Reach Coven witches. Any idea where she may have gone? That's not much to go on, but it's all we have. I'll meet you at the cart outside of town. All right, the cart's ready. Now tell me what else you found out down in the Ratway. Let me see that. Huh. Another lucrative opportunity. But this time we know where they're leading people. To an isolated inn somewhere in Eastmarch. Did you hear anything else that I need to know? A vampire. Working with the Coven. That would explain the strange blood fiends in the Ratway. We'll worry about that later. Right now, we have to get to Eastmarch and find that witch. Oh, before we leave, take this. You earned it. The cart will take us to the Grinning Horker in Eastmarch. Hop aboard and we can get along. I don't want to give the Coven any more of a lead than they already have.